I'm gonna try to make a video every single day because I gotta get better at speaking. I want to get better at speaking. I've already said all this actually. I made a video. My first video was like why I want to make videos, and now I've also made a few videos talking about how to speak to people, how to overcome social anxiety, how to work on speech problems, and I talked about my history with me dealing with lisp and how I've had trouble with my speaking skills and articulation, and with this YouTube channel and me working on my videos and talking about my passions and my hobbies and all the stuff that I'm into. That helps me improve my speaking, and it helps me understand my tone. It helps me understand how to connect different topics and intertwine different points, and and how to make a video with and how to have a main point. If we did this when we write essays, but how to have a main point for your video and then have subplots or subpoints, or multiple points that align with our main point, and understanding how to stay focused on the main target of the video, the main topic of the video, and to have the the subtopics and the rest of the small topics be aligned with the main topic, which can be hard to do. I feel like I can naturally do it, but then that might be boosting my ego because I do have to write down a few key points, a lot of ideas beforehand. I have kind of the main idea, which is I try to have it as the title of the video, and then with my main idea, with that I have a whole bunch of side ideas that isn't enough to be its own main idea, but it can go with the main idea that I'm already talking about. And so learning how to integrate all the small ideas that I have with the main idea can be a challenge, but usually I can make it flow, and usually does flow. And so yeah, that was interesting for me, describing my creative process. I thought this is something that just comes natural to people. I know this is not something that comes natural to people because filming ourselves on camera can be unnatural, but I think this is the camera and microphone. And I said, I'm writing this, and I wrote this down before, but I see the camera and microphone as the modern version and new version of the pen and paper, right? Which back then, the only way to express ourselves is with pen and paper, but nowadays, as we enter modern society, and it just, we all know how to read and write and everything, but it can be a lot easier. Some people might be harder, but I find it to have more, there are pros and cons with pen and paper, and there are pros and cons with camera and microphone. And I think, working on your writing and improving your writing will make you a better speaker and help you with your speaking. And the same with, working on your speaking and becoming a better speaker can help you with your writing. But I think speaking on camera, for me personally, and I guess it's gonna be different for people. Maybe you're gonna have some people that just love writing more than speaking on camera. And you might have people that love speaking on camera more than writing. And then you might have people that love both. Now for me, I'm in a mood. Like, I think that I can love speaking on camera every single day. And I think I do love speaking on camera every single day. But the problem with that is, running out of ideas. If I feel like which I don't think I've run out of ideas, more like I ran, or I don't know, that's just an excuse I made up, But if I find myself not making videos, right? I can always find a video for me to make every single day, for a video that I enjoy, and not for the sake of, hey, I want to make a video today because I want to make a video every day. No, if I can make it a game with myself, hey, what video do you want to make that you would actually want to make and enjoy making? And then, have that kind of focus, or that kind of target with a goal of making a video every day, with not just to do this task because I want to cross out my to-do list, but to do this because I want to express my creative side, express myself, and I want to be more creative and create something. And creating videos and talking on camera is one of my favorite ways of creating. So how can I think, what video idea can I think of that I would find myself interested in and I want to talk about and I would enjoy making a video about? And so it's almost a creative project, because I don't know, sometimes I might not know what video I'm going to make until, halfway, almost by the end of the day, I might not know what video I'm going to make. Usually, by the morning time I could probably have an idea, but like this video, I didn't really know I was going to make this kind of video. I mean, I kind of did, but I really wanted to make it about magic mushrooms and curiosity and confusion, but I really just started turn on the camera and started talking. And some videos can just be a freestyle, where you just turn on the camera and just talk about what's the first thing on your mind, whatever you want to talk about. What's the thing that you want to talk about the most, and just let it out. And yeah. But yeah, for me, I know I could be in the mood to make a video every single day, right? But with writing, I feel like that can be a little challenge. I feel like every day, and with cooking, I'm not in the mood to cook every single day. Now, I could be in the mood to cook once or twice a week. I feel like that might be the same with writing. Not maybe once a week, but maybe twice or 3 times a week. I can get myself in the mood to be writing and get in a flow of writing, and that's like the only thing I'm focused on, and I'm not thinking about problems, I'm not thinking about anything else. And yeah, so, but I want to be both a writer and a speaker. Now, I love speaking more than writing, obviously, but I just have to, the problem with speaking and, putting myself out on camera is knowing why I'm doing this. Because, and I'm guilty of this, of making videos and to get attention and to try to be famous. That part of, when I first started this channel, part of me, and I might have denied it when I first started my channel, but a part of me wanted to be famous. A part of me wanted that attention, wanted to be loved by everyone, right? And to get that recognition. And I wanted that, and I still do. But I don't want to be doing this just to chase that, and chase fame, and chase money, okay? Now I understand that these things can come with doing this, okay? But, and I do want to be famous. But I know now that I'm not going to be loved by everyone because of some of the things that I put on my YouTube channel. That's going to turn people away from me. And that is fine, because I don't want to be putting up an act of people pleasing and trying to get everyone to love me. That's not what I'm trying to do. Now, don't want to be putting an act to try to get everyone to hate me and doing the opposite. People say that bad attention is better than no attention or something like that, but like, I don't want to be putting up an act to get everyone to love me, but I also don't want to be putting up an act to get everyone to hate me. I just want to express myself and be myself. And for the people that like that about me and, want to listen to me and watch me express myself and let me be myself and okay with me being myself, then those are the people that I'm kind of targeting when I'm making these videos for, to share my knowledge. I want to share my knowledge because, if you watch my Spider-Man video, I said, with great power comes great responsibility, but with that knowledge comes power, and sharing is caring. So it is our responsibility to share our knowledge. And, I'm making these videos because I want to express myself and attract an audience that likes me for being me and loves me for being me. And I also want to share my knowledge because I think it is our responsibility to share our knowledge. And I also want to inspire other people and help more people be more creative by sharing what I think about, colors and stuff like that. If I can help more people be more creative with their art and help more people create art, because creating art can, I've said this before in multiple videos, but creating art can express yourself, help you know yourself, help you be more creative, and all the stuff that you kept inside, all your passions and enjoyments, and you know, even dark secrets and all the dark stuff that you can kept inside. Art can be a way for you. You know, I said to, you know, share all your dark secrets with Jesus first, but after you do that, your art can be a way to let all your dark secrets out, and you can turn all your pain into something good, and turn all your negative emotions into something positive. And that can be used to inspire other people and lift other people up. And so, yeah, and there are more reasons for me doing this than just that. Like, if I'm being honest. And like, you know, because I know who my soulmate is, and you know, I'm making this for her too, because she was my muse, my original muse for this and for my art. And so even though I'm not talking to her today, she's still part of the reason why I'm doing everything I'm doing. And she still inspires me. The memories that I have with her still inspires me. So, you know, she's, you know, and I could say for my mom, for the person that I didn't try to be his friend. For Christopher, who I didn't try to be his friend, who killed himself. And I didn't try to ask him about his problems. And I feel like I could have tried more and do more to help him and offer help. But he's another person. Christopher, Katie, my mom, my best friend Reed, my roommates and coworkers that allow me to be myself and, you know, are okay with me being myself and expressing myself, making these videos for them too. So my family and friends and, you know, the people in my life. Yeah, that's what I'll say. I think creating art, you know, I try to create my art for Jesus, but I don't want to be too obsessed with him and turn people away from him. So I try to, you know, I would try to have all my art go, you know, direct people to Jesus, but I don't want to be pushing Jesus on anybody. And I just want to help people. And if people want to turn to Jesus, and I can help people turn to Jesus, then that's great. But I want to try my best to have my art direct people to Jesus, but also have my art where it can inspire people to create art. Have my art where it can hopefully help people come out of a suicidal mind. Have my art hopefully help people solve their problems and understand their problems and understand themselves. And hopefully my art can help more people be more creative and have more imagination and open their imagination. You know, and I say reading opens our imagination. So I'm gonna try my best to have my art do the same thing. So, and also spark curiosity. So these are all gonna be things that I'm gonna be trying to do. But as I'm doing these things, my main goal is directing people to Jesus.